Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we are at a Goodwill in Canton, Ohio, and this is in Perry Heights. This is a pretty decent Goodwill. We've found things in this store before that worked out pretty good, so we're hopeful we're going to find some good stuff today. This little boy figurine is interesting to me. The shape of the base of this caught my attention, I think, more than anything. The paint job wasn't so great. I think possibly he is made by Lefton, but I'm not sure. But I did pick him up. This little girl is cute for spring. She's got a wagon full of kittens, and she was $2.29, so I'm gonna go ahead and put her in the cart. And we'll just look at the shelf here and see if we've missed anything else. I wish I would have picked up those ducks right there. They're pretty cute. This piece was interesting. I don't think any of, yeah, there was a chip on a flower there, so I put that back. Here I am trying to avoid people, but also trying to go down an aisle that actually has stuff that I'm interested in. I was having a little bit of a hard time. So I stopped to check out this end cap, and there really wasn't much of interest on here. So I'm going to now turn around and try to go back down an aisle that nobody else is in. And so we're in the Christmas aisle, and here's a little Santa music box. And then I see these 3 angels. These are Christmas angels. They're made by Homeco, and I get all 3 of them for $2.29. I thought that was a great deal. So I went ahead and put those in the cart. I'm checking to make sure that their wings are all intact, because that's usually the first thing that is broken on these. They're usually missing a wing or have chips in their wings. But these are all good. This Santa piece here was interesting. It kind of looked like Lennox, but it wasn't marked, so I just passed on him. Some candles there, and there's a little Santa ladle that I'm sure went to something else. Here is Danny bringing me a couple of things. He found a pretty bowl that has these rose transfers on it, and a little bud vase that has some Capodimonte style flowers applied. We put these in the cart to check the comps on them later on. The best thing to do when you're out thrifting in a Goodwill like this is, if you find something that you like, you put it in your cart, and then you take some time at the end when you're done looking to go through the items in your cart and run comps on them and see if they're actually worth purchasing or not, and maybe do a little bit of extra investigating, because sometimes there are cracks and chips and repairs that we don't notice. Sometimes there are even cracks, chips, and repairs that we don't notice, and we still buy them, and then we notice them later, but that's another story. At least once a week, I like to take you along thrifting with me. I thrift for vintage items for my online shops, as well as items for my home. I show you what I bought and what I plan to sell them for. If that sounds fun to you, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel and click the bell to be notified next time I upload a video. Here are the little Homeco Christmas mice. You get all 3 of them for $3.39, and purple tags were half priced, so that's a cool deal. And this one here is missing his tree, and I didn't notice that he was missing his tree when I put him in the cart. But you get all 3 of them for one price, so it still works out. Oh well. That's one of those things where I just said, check over everything before you check out. And I thought I did check him over, but I had my thumb right on the spot where the tree was broken. This guy here, he is pretty cute. I did sell a Doorbell Santa similar to him. He pushed his nose and he played music. And this one was very similar. So I put him in the cart so I could run comps on him later. They have lots of Christmas stuff here. And it's all really cute stuff too. Not necessarily vintage, but very cute stuff. And they have a nice little craft supply section. There's some party supplies up there too, napkins and stuff. This is a very nice store here. I wasn't thinking Easter really when I was in this store because it was bitter cold outside. But looking back, I could have probably picked up those candles for Easter and this cute little bunny. But I did not. It's hard to believe that Easter is only a couple months away. Like, Valentine's Day is only like 4 days away, 5 days. Everything that just seems like it's coming so fast this year already. I thought this piece here was pretty with the little ladybug, but I think that was more of a modern piece. You set a candle behind it. Here's another pretty bowl, but I really need to sell the bowls that I have first. I'm getting quite the collection of bowls. Here's another little boy figurine. Village Boy, it says. I'm not sure what that mark is on there. If you know what that mark is, let me know. He's very much like the little boy that I just picked up. There are some differences though. I didn't pick him up. Here's a pretty little floral tin. I think this says that it came from either Hearts or Big Bear. I can't remember what that little sticker said, but I thought it was in pretty nice shape. There's a little bit of spotting down in there, and it smells like flowers. It's very potent. But I put this in the cart anyway. There really is a lot of nice stuff on these shelves. This was a little Girl Scout tin. I wasn't sure about that, so I didn't get it. I wasn't comfortable with picking that one up or knowing how well it might sell. This was funny. I don't know. He may have been old. He had some little felt stickers on the bottom, like somebody really took care of him. This tiny little Precious Moments bank. And I think that was purple glass there, but I'm not positive. I think later on I might have picked it up and held it up to the light to check it. Here is one of those little darling angels for 99 cents, but her arm was gone. Of course, you really have to check over those angels because there usually is something wrong with them. Here I found one of these R&W Berries company. This one is the world's greatest grandpa, and anything grandma and grandpa usually catches my eye, and I really should be more selective in what I pick up. Like, I didn't pick those up. They might have been worth something, but it said Patty on the bottom. Maybe they were a gift to someone at some time. There's some really, really cute little figurines up here. I think this jar back here, I think I remember my grandma having one, and she put potpourri in it. The lid is, it has like holes in it, so I'm thinking that that's what it is for. This was a pretty little bowl, but again, I have enough bowls for now, and I need to find some different items. Sorry, there is a dog barking in the background right now, and that dog will continue to bark forever and ever and ever, and there's nothing I can do about it. These figurines are all so cute, and I didn't pick up any more figurines on this day, I don't think. I think I have enough for now, but they are very cute, but I left those for someone else. This was a cute little trinket dish, but I think this was a made in China piece, so I passed on that. And here, this was like a foam craft that I thought was an older piece. I misread the date on that, so we did end up taking that back out of the cart later on. Maybe this was the purple piece of glass. I don't know. I know I picked up a purple piece of glass or black and held it to the light to see if it was purple. This is a brown mist compote dish. It has the Westmoreland stamp on the bottom of it. So we picked that up. I can't make out what that is on there. It was a picture of something. Lots of pretties here. Here Danny is showing me this fancy skull he found. Here is another one of those glass things, and this one does have potpourri in it, so I'm convinced that's what they're for. I'm just trying to search through all of this as close as I can to make sure I don't miss anything really good. I'm not sure about these. When they're not marked on the bottom, it's hard for me to decide if I should get it or not. And I have a lot of knick-knacky things, so I'm trying to be a little more selective. Those were really cute though. She is marked on the bottom. It looked like a mold of some sort, the name of a mold. And I'm not in the shot here with those. I was trying to look at the bottom of that. Lots and lots of stuff. That's what we like to see. Lots of things to choose from. I know that there are things that I didn't pick up that I should have. So let me know down in the comments. What would you have picked up that I didn't? That is very helpful information to me because I do use that when I am shopping to think about the things that I missed. That figurine was cute. It said, "I wish we were kissing instead of missing." But the bird was chipped on that, so I didn't get it. I don't know why, but I always have to pick up the bells and look at them. I don't really ever buy bells. I'm not sure that other people actually buy bells. I'm sure maybe they do, but I don't know how well they sell, so I don't ever buy them. This was pretty cool. This candlestick. I don't know why I didn't pick that up. It was pretty cool. Checking this to see if there's a signature on the bottom, and there wasn't. Lots of clear glass and crystal. Danny found a neck massager. That's what he's putting in the cart there. That was a really good find. I had just got him one for Christmas and he was telling his mom about it, and so we found this one, or he found this one at the Goodwill and asked her if she wanted it, and of course she did, so we picked that up for her. Lots of cups and mugs, but nothing that really interested me. Now we are in the wood and metal aisle, and here's a metal plate holder. It's got a sticker on it that says made in India. It's kind of like pineapple design on there. Oh, that's cool. I like the shape of this. It reminds me of like I Dream of Jeannie. The Genie lamp. It's Wallace. It's silver plated. It was $3.39. And here I am picking up another bell. I just can't resist. There is a bread box up there on the top shelf that looks just like mine, except I painted mine white. This little unicorn box was cute. I kind of wish I would have picked that up too. Lots of baskets. I didn't see any Longaberger here. When I do find the Longaberger baskets, they're so expensive. Salt and pepper mill. Now here we are in the electronics section, and here is an old clock, which I do see people sell these on eBay and make good money on them, and I just don't know. I thought about going and plugging some in just to see if they do work. Here Danny brought me some brass vintage picture frames, and one of those actually has the Woolworths little paper inside of it. It was still brand new. This is cool. It kind of reminded me of the one my grandma had, which was a little different, but Danny went and plugged it in to see if it would work, and it did not. So we didn't get this, unfortunately. I see this Victrola record player on the shelf here. My record player from Grandma and Grandpa's not doing the best at playing records these days, so I think I'm going to pick this up. It's modern, definitely, but it'll still play records, so we'll give it a try. All right, are you ready to see what we got? First, let's start with this tin. It's a really pretty floral tin, and this is made in England. It's by Daher, and it says Long Island. It has a very strong potpourri smell in it. I'm gonna put some baking soda in there and see if I can't get that smell out. It is an overwhelming smell. So we paid $1 for this, and it is listed for $15. If you want to check any of this out, it's all listed on my website, in my Etsy, and on eBay. So you can check out whichever place you want. It's all This Busy Mama, thisbusymama.com, This Busy Mama on Etsy, and This Busy Mama 21 on eBay. So you can go check those out if you want. The next thing we found is this brass plate stand, plate holder, book holder, whatever you want it to be. It is made in India. There's a sticker on there. And it has like this pineapple pattern. So I thought it was pretty cool. I paid $1 for this also, and it's listed for $20. Next we have this vintage brass frame. I did find a couple of these. And here's the design on this one if you can see it. And it has the easel back, and it also has a hanger, and this is a 5x7. I paid $2.29 for this one because it had this in it. And the frame is listed for $9. Let's see where I can put this. And this card that was in there is a print of the Timken Gatehouse in Canton, Ohio. And most of this isn't there anymore. So this is actually a Christmas card, and it is written in, this is 1993. And then on the back it says, this was an original painting by Tom Franta, and it was commissioned by the Rotary Club of Canton. And then at the top it has like a little saying about the gatehouse. And if I can hold it still, you might be able to pause it to read that if you want to. Oops. I don't have very good luck at holding still. Anyways, this is a vintage Christmas card, and it's listed for $4. The next frame that I picked up, I thought this was so cool. It is in the original, it has the Woolworth, oh, what do you call it? The little paper inside here. It shows that it was from Woolworth. And this is a 5x7 also, and it is listed for $9. I only paid $1 for that one. Oh yes. This is so cool. Look at the shape of that. This is the genie design. This is Wallace, and it is silver plated sterling, and it has this pretty bright green enamel over top of the silver plate. Did I say sterling silver? I meant silver plate if I did. So it's green enamel over the silver plate, and it's got these cute little round feet on it. It is very tarnished, but it would polish up very easily. I'm not going to polish it because I know so many people like the tarnished look, so I'm going to leave it as it is. I paid $3.39 for this, and it's listed for $40. Oh, this next thing, you saw me pick up 3 of them. I only have 2 because I didn't notice that the one was broken. He lost his Christmas tree, and I didn't notice it. And it was broken when I picked it up because there's glue residue on there. So I just didn't pay close enough attention. So we have 2 Homeco Christmas mice, and I paid $3.39 for them. The whole set of 3 was $3.39. So these 2 are listed for $14 together. And they do have a little bit of paint loss on them. Both of them do, just a little bit. And it's on the back side, so that's really not that big of a deal, to me anyway. Next, I found these cute little Homeco Angels. There's 3 of them, and they have no chips or cracks. Their wings are not broken. They're not repaired. They're in excellent condition. So, aren't they cute? I like their little eyelashes. So these ones, I paid $2.29 for the set of 3, and they're listed for $20. This next one is another Homeco piece, but this is a little girl and her kittens, and we're not going to focus or we're too bright. Let me turn the light down. See if I can get this to show up. There we go. Look at her kittens looking up at her. It's so cute. But when I was cleaning this to take pictures to list it, I realized that there is a repair, and it's very hard to see right there at her waistline. It's been glued back together. I don't know how her arm didn't break in this break. I just don't know how. She's still intact, but that's where the crack is. but she still looks cute, and it took me forever to notice that she was repaired. So what did I pay? I paid $2.29 for her, and she's listed for $9. And this little boy, I have searched and searched and searched to see who makes him. He is kind of in the style of Hummel, but the painting is kind of sloppy on him, I think. Like, he looks dirty, and the lamb looks dirty. And this hat has like orange splotches on it, and the fence post has orange splotches. So I'm not sure who makes him. He doesn't have a mark on the bottom. I thought he was cute though, and with the lamb I thought spring is coming. Bust out all the little baby creatures. Let's see, what did I pay for him? I paid $1.15 for him, and he's listed for $10. And then I found this pretty piece of Westmoreland glass, and this is the brown mist with the Doric pedestal, and this is a compote. It's like a satin glass, but I guess Westmoreland calls it brown mist. Like, all of their colors are called mist if they're the satin glass. So I paid $3.39 for this one, and it's listed for $18. I found this little grandpa, and this is the R&W Berries company. They make a lot of these little plastic, I think they're filled with sand. They're like little paperweight figurine things. And this says World's Greatest Grandpa. And it is marked on the back, if we can see. There we go. It is 1975. So I paid $1 for this, and it's listed for $9. Now, we also picked up a couple of things for me. We picked up, actually, we got 2 of these laser lights, and these ones put off the snowflakes. So we've had so many winter storms since I bought this that I haven't been able to go out and even put it in the ground, because I'd still put it in the ground right now. It's winter, obviously. We're buried in over a foot of snow right now. So, but I just haven't been able to because the snow is so deep, there's just nowhere to put it. And then I found this Victrola record player, and I think that the cords are in here, so yeah, they're on top. But it works, and I've used it already. It's really cool. I paid $10.29 for it, so if it turns out that I don't find myself using it as often as I should or could, then I can resell it. But for now, I'm keeping that. And so that is our haul for today. And let's see, we spent a total of the things that we're selling, not the things that I got for myself. We spent a total of $22.19, and once everything's listed for $177. So that leaves us with a profit of about $155. It was a good day. It was a fun day. I got some good things for myself too. All right, guys, that is the end of our haul for today. I hope you enjoyed the video and the haul. And if you want to leave me a comment down below, let me know what your favorite thing was today. I just wanted to show you real quick. I picked up this little knee hugger pixie elf, whatever you want to call it. Bailey and I decided this year that we were going to start collecting the little vintage pixie elves, whatever you call them. And I found this one on eBay, and he came from a shop called New Chapter Vintage. And if you have a chance, you should go check them out, because she has tons of vintage elves and pixies. So you should really go check that out. She is my friend Anna, and you'll see her down in the comments quite often. And she found out that it was me ordering from her, and she sent me these 3 little cuties so that my elf didn't have to travel alone. So thank you so much, Anna. We love these. They're adorable. And Bailey has already claimed the yellow one. So we will cherish these forever and ever. Thank you so much, Anna. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And that's it for today. Have a good night. Bye.